for the Clippers, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in the center position. We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. We'll be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly. Banked in off the glass.
Strength from Patrick Beverly is impressive. Takes the punishment. I don't think he minds it one bit and still converts.
Rondo finds James. Outside, Green. At 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Harrell. Outside Leonard. Back to Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverly against Kuzma. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. Make a heck of a volleyball player.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Williams after LeBron James's miss. Left side, Williams. Here's Leonard. That's good from 17 feet away.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Now here's Green. And there's the pass to Rondo. Back to Green. Launches it. And the Lakers with another miss. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
About Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, the claw using those broad shoulders and those hands, snatching that one down, wasting no time going back up.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Davis kicks to Rondo. Kuzma outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Green outside. Cans it from downtown.
Boy, if you're going to just hand him this shot, you might as well put a bow on it. Green loves the catch and shoot.
Harrell, the pass to Beverly. With the teardrop, that one goes. Count it. Beverly's got his second basket. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, James.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
Now here's Beverly. outside for George. Shot from 16. Misses off the right iron. The Lakers trail. Inside, here's James, and it's all evened up. James has got 5 now.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Here's Beverly. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis, and Daniels subbed in for James. Here's Shamet. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Daniels kicks to Cook. Back to Daniels for the 3. Offensive rebound. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Both free throws good from McGee.
And last season for the Clippers, it was a collection of smaller guys who played big.
But very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the fourth quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
Cousins finds McGee. Doesn't go for him.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers on. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He described what inspired him to.
My inspiration really came from my mother.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and has not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got DeMarcus Cousins, Caldwell Pope out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Cook in at the 1. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. Well, Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
Shamet, the pass to Zubac. Poke loose. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, Cousins does not mess around in the post. When he's got that kind of positioning, he's going to ram it home.
Williams looking over the floor. He gets that one. Williams has got his first points in this one.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Passes it to Cook. Back to Daniels. A three ball. Rebound by the Clippers. Now, here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Williams kicks to Shamet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee. And a huge piece of the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent, Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
Interesting for Lambeau, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a third or fourth guy on the offensive end to make some major contributions.
And he knocks down the first one. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the three. If he goes left, he's spinning back, I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Pass to Leonard. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, the mindset from Kawhi Leonard right there is just making him a monster on the inside. Goes at the defense, full head on.
Tipped away. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. That ties the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Hero. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Bradley. Cousins trying to free himself up. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Cousins.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another 1-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise caliber player.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Cousins. LeBron comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Daniels.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
LeBron dishes to Davis.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
Leonard against James. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
You got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Here's Caldwell Pope and the powerful one-handed slam.
Anthony Davis showing those young AD skills as a point guard.
Clippers trail by 6. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
James looking around. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
He's off on the first.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
Paul George, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And then for the Lakers, Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the second free throw, good. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. And George kicks to Beverly. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. That one's not going to go. Good D by James. He dishes it to Cook. Back to LeBron. In the corner, Cook with it. 4 on the clock. With the floater, it's hauled in by Beverly.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Beverly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverly is one of them.
Patrick Beverly always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverly plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
That's good from Beverly. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant. They play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So It all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
Pass to Williams. The three connects from three-point range. Williams has got 7.
But you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Rondo kicks to Green. Back to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Davis. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Harrell. For the tie, and Beverly finishes it off. Beverly's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career, he has dealt with a lot of injuries. But, Brent, he does play a high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. You think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
The first free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. And both free throws good for Davis. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Beverly looking around. The pass to Leonard. Shoots over Kuzma. Leonard, no luck. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The lead is 2. Kicks it to Davis. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Shamet, and here they go. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 8 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Outside Rondo. Clock at 6. Outside Green. They get it back.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis, and Bradley's subbed in for Danny Green. Leonard finds Green. Now here's Beverly. And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Rondo. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And this is why Rondo's teammates love to run and play with him. Fearless as a competitor and terrific at scoring in deep.
Green, the pass to Shamet. Green.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. LeBron against George. Right side Rondo. And that one good.
Bracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
And the Clippers call time here. Zubac is checked in for Leonard. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. 1:12 left in the third quarter. And George, here we go. LeBron with some nice D.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Passes it to Cousins. Now the feed to McGee. It's good. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Beverly. Now Green. Pass to Shamet. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. Shamet's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. .15 seconds left to play here in the third. Here is Cook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shoots over Zubac. And again, no good by the Lakers. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Daniels in at the point.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
And here's George. The pass to Williams. Now Green. He's covered by Daniels. Green kicks to Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. Over Caldwell Pope. And it's Shamet missing. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Lakers. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And good that time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Zubac. Excellent D that time there from McGee. The Lakers in the lead. Now Cousins. Unable to get that one. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Daniels with it, dishes it to James. Passes it to McGee. Back to James. And that one is off. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Williams finds Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Zubac. For the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Green. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Landry Shamet. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Danny Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Troy Daniels.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Here's the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Davis against Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's off the back rim, no good. Lakers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands. So capable in those moments.
And the Clippers call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball, and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable two-way player and all-star caliber talent.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on.
Here's LeBron, and the rejection by Harrell. Right side George. There's the dish to Harrell. Back to George. To take the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Yeah, not shaken at all. Green has hit a ton of big shots in big situations throughout his career. Difficult guy to rattle.
George looking over the floor. Feeds it to Harrell. Takes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
George against Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 2. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Davis. Good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Well, with the game's outcome hanging in the balance, Davis does exactly what he needs to do. A gigantic shot from their big man.
Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. Kept alive. Davis. It falls!
Timeout. To look at the frame of AD when he came into the league as opposed to it is now, he's so much more tough and more physical and doesn't mind the contact.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 2. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
George against LeBron. And Davis sends it back. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And the Lakers call time here. They're up by 2. 7 seconds left in the game. Seven seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there. It's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career. Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Leonard from deep, 3-point land. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.